In Kenneth Lofton Jr.'s second ever Summer League game, he absolutely dominated and put on a show in front of Ja Morant and some of the Grizzlies players. Kenneth Lofton Jr. went undrafted this year, and a lot of people didn't expect much from him, but the Grizzlies did pick him up on a two-way contract. Kenneth has been proving himself right now in the Summer League, and hopefully he gets that roster spot. But before we get into the video and talk about Kenneth, please make sure to subscribe, hit the like button, and turn on the bell to stay updated with the NBA and free agency. And with all that being said, let's get right into the video. Now, just by looking at Kenneth, you can clearly tell he doesn't look like your typical basketball player with a slim frame or some muscle on him. He actually looks like the exact opposite. He has a little bit of weight to him. This man is 6'7" and around 275 pounds, and he's actually like the likings of a Charles Barkley's or a mini Shaq. But don't let that fool you. This man is an absolute presence in the paint, and he can really surprise you. In college, he played for Louisiana Tech, where in 33 games in the 21-22 season, he averaged 16.5 points, 10.5 rebounds, and 2.8 assists while shooting 53.9% from the field and 67% from the free throw line. You know, averaging a double-double is hard enough in D1, but this man kind of did it. In college, he showed that his ability and his size was too much for defenders. Being at 6'7" and around 275 pounds, he was an absolute pest in the paint, you know, blocking shots with a long wingspan and just bullying defenders. And Kenneth can also shoot and spread out his range. You know, in college, he didn't shoot that many three-pointers, but in the NBA Combine and in his first two Summer League games, he has shown that he has the ability to shoot that fadeaway and even step out to the three-point line and shoot it efficiently. Kenneth has just played his second ever Summer League game and has already proven that his game translates to the NBA level and that he's ready for this. In his second ever Summer League game, he put on an absolute show and had 19 points, 3 assists, 6 rebounds, along with the steal, and shot 8 for 17 from the field and 2 for 6 from the three-point line, including a free throw. Now, if you guys watched this game live, you guys would know that this man was shooting really efficiently up until the end, where he just got a lot of open shots and, you know, just ended up missing. But don't let that 2 for 6 from the three-point line fool you. He was actually shooting really efficiently in the beginning of the game, but in this game, he went up against OKC and Chet Holmgren, and he was guarding Chet Holmgren and was being guarded by Chet the whole game. On the offensive end, he got to his spots every single time. He actually bullied Chet Holmgren, you know, bullying him in the paint, you know, getting him down low and just laying it up over him. He did that about 3 or 4 times, and obviously it went viral on Twitter, Instagram, and any social media. You know, Kenneth Lofton Jr. was an absolute beast in the paint tonight. Kenneth also showed that he can score all 3 levels. He even did, you know, a fadeaway, which was really nice. He kind of faked to the right side and then faded to the left, and that's kind of rare for somebody his size and how agile and quick he is with that move. Kenneth also showed his three-point ability. Obviously, he had that one crazy clip that went viral right now where the ball gets inbounded to him. He's about at the half-court line, and this man does a step-back 3, looking like he's James Harden out there, and absolutely swishes it right in front of Ja Morant. And tell me, Ja Morant went absolutely crazy after that three-pointer shot for the buzzer beater. He even tweeted on Instagram after, and that's what you need, man. Ja Morant is a team player, and if Kenneth can get a relationship with, you know, him, that's a really good sign. Like I said again, Kenneth did have another 3 in this game, but the best thing about Kenneth's game tonight was how agile and quick he was. A lot of scouts didn't think that just because of his size and weight, he was going to be able to run with the best of them and be able to keep that, you know, cardiovascular. But this man played 24 minutes tonight, and I didn't see him get tired, really. You could clearly see Chet Holmgren was tired at the end of the game, but, you know, I didn't really see that from Kenneth. He maintained a lot of his strength, and, you know, he didn't get tired, and that's a big thing because Kenneth relies on physicality in his game, and he doesn't really rely on, you know, doing all these crazy moves. But for relying on your physicality and always being a hustle type of player, that's what you need. And if you don't get tired, you can really make a career in the NBA. And I believe that Kenneth landed on the perfect team with the Memphis Grizzlies, as they have that grit and grind, hustle mentality that Ja Morant has really, you know, made this team into a real playoff contender. And He reminds me of the likes of Zach Randolph, Zebo. If you guys don't know who that is, he was a player who played for the Memphis Grizzlies, and he's basically an exact comparison to him. That's who I would really compare him to. And he also played for the Memphis Grizzlies. He was a player who, was an absolute menace in the paint, and he wasn't all that physically gifted. Obviously, he did have that size to him like Kenneth has, but other than that, he wasn't really that tall. He just grinded in the paint and, was a good team player, and that's what Kenneth can turn into in the league. And that boy Ja Morant was watching courtside, and on Twitter after the game, he went and tweeted Kenneth Lofton with the laughing emoji and kind of like the, other emoji. And, you can clearly tell, man, Ja Morant loves the way that Kenneth plays. I mean, who wouldn't want a player like Kenneth on the team? In college, he showed it all throughout his career that his size and weight doesn't really affect him. It actually helps him in the game, but clearly in the NBA, he has toned his weight down. You've seen in the NBA G League Combine that he wasn't as big as he was in college. He didn't really have that belly fat like he did. Obviously, he still is there, but for Ja Morant to tweet this, that's really a good sign for him and to make it onto the Memphis Grizzlies roster. Even if he has to spend a year in the G League, I can definitely see him grinding it out here and making it on the roster. He is signed to a 2-way contract right now, so he can get called up anytime he wants. And imagine getting a love from Ja Morant. That would absolutely break the internet. But let me know your thoughts on Kenneth Lofton Jr. Obviously, I made that video on the undrafted rookies who signed 2-way contracts, and Kenneth was in that video. So I've been on Kenneth for a little minute now. I've seen him play in college, and I just hope the best for this guy. Let me know in the comment section, how do you guys feel about him? Do you guys think that his game will translate to the NBA level? And are you guys big fans of him? But make sure to subscribe, hit the like button, and turn on the bell. And I'm telling you guys, the support has been unreal. We're on the road to 10,000 subscribers, so hit that like button to stay updated with the NBA and NBA free agency. Obviously, it's really starting to heat up, so you don't want to miss another video. And with all that being said, man, I'm out. Peace.